this practice is going to be on our side. So start off on your right hand side with your knees bent, your elbow is bent and your head is being supported by your hand. You could always rest down like this too. The underneath knee stays bent, the top leg is straight. We'll stabilise ourselves with this hand. You're going to lift that top leg up, heel up towards the sky, and try to really, you want to be feeling this outer hip. So what we're doing here is strengthening the outer hips. It's going to make you much less susceptible to falls as you get older, but even as you're young, any age, with a nice, strong, stable hip structure. Let's take that foot and tap it back behind the mat, as far back as you can manage. Lifting up again, make sure that you're not holding the breath, and tapping the toe forwards. And lifting up again, last time. And then bringing the leg down. That will feel quite a lot of work here. Let's continue with a little bit more work on the same side as we do these leg lifts. So this is often called the clam, and we're lifting and lowering the knee, keeping the feet glued to each other. And we're not allowing the hips to roll back behind us. So you're imagining that you're resting against, or not even resting, but that there is a wall behind you, and if you went back and touched the wall, you'd sort of set off a little alarm or something, so you're not letting the hips roll back. And let's just do that maybe one more time. And then we'll just ease that forwards. You can bring it up here and just give yourself a little rub and a gentle little bump. Should feel quite nice. Just ease that off, a little shake, and then it's come to all fours. And from all fours, we'll take a cat-cow, or an up-cat and a down-cat actually. So up-cat here, and then let the pelvis release, let the head go, down-cat. Let's do that one more time, up-cat and down-cat. And then lifting the hips up into down dog. And so we're going to come from down dog in a moment into a low lunge, but we can come through it through slightly more interesting work through the legs. So let's try lifting, I'm mirroring you now, so your right leg up, keeping the hips level, keeping the shoulders level, and then opening the right hip to the wall on your right, bending that knee. And then we're going to come to a three-legged plank, hugging that right knee into the chest. So we slowly bring the weight forwards, and we could immediately bring the back knee down if we need to. And we could also put the front knee down if that was easier, but lifting everything up if we can. And then when you're ready, placing that right foot onto the floor. The back knee, if it's not already down, pop it down. Push the right foot into the floor, and let's lift the arms all the way up, and maybe bend the elbows, draw the elbows down, 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 and all the way to the floor, to the inside of that right foot. Tuck the back to underneath if it's not. Exhale, lift yourself up, wide leg forward fold. Lovely, let the head hang. Take a moment here. Let's take the right hand to the right foot, left one joins it, and let's do that to the other side. Left hand to the left foot, the right hand joins it. You feel that lovely stretch through the side body. And let's do that again, so that you're now facing the opposite end of your mat. Hands frame that left foot, back knee comes down, and we'll come into that. Let me just adjust my mat. We'll come into that low lunge. So push that left foot into the floor, lift the arms up. Good, and release the hands down. Slide that left leg back so that you can now lie on your side, ready to do that little practice on the opposite side. So the bottom knee is bent, top leg is straight, lifting up. Good, heel lifts up, remember, rather than the toes. Lift the heel up, and then toes tap towards or on the floor to the space behind you, and then lift up again without letting the hips roll back. So keeping the hips, right hip stacked on top of the left, tap in front of your mat and then back up. And then we'll release, so you've got your legs in the clam position, so roughly a right angle at the knees, and then when you're ready, lifting up that top knee and lowering down. Bring my legs back a bit. Lifting up and down. So you could place this right hand on the right hip, and that will do a number of things. It will help to really keep you aware to keep this hip stable and steady and above the opposite one. But also, as you bring your hands onto it, you can feel the muscles working, which is quite interesting, inspiring, motivating, and informative. So that's maybe the last one. We'll hold it for a tiny bit longer, and then release, and then let's just bring it forwards and give yourself a little rub and a gentle sort of thump. And we'll come and finish this little practice together. We'll take 3 breaths in a child's pose. Just letting the head rest on the hands, taking a breath in and out. Sighing the breath out if you like. One more, like that. And then last time, nice long breath in and out. And finishing there, going on about the rest of your day.